out for a bit. Right, welcome to Just Going Out for a Bit again. Here we are at the beginning of the Wansdyke. This journey today will take me from here to about Morgan's Hill, called the eastern part of the Wansdyke, and I'm walking with, if I don't blow myself, this is my good friend Jordan. Hello Jordan.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, he's got some clothes on at the minute, so we're going to be okay. Behind me, if you could probably sort of see, is the very historic town of Marlborough. And just about, if I can try and point out, you can hardly see it because of all the trees. There's sort of 4 trees just over there. That's Marlborough Mound, which is almost like a mini Silbury Hill. And as we go along the journey, we'll have a chat about why and what the Wansdyke is. So we've got a fair bit of walking to do before the sun goes down, and let's hit it.
Yeah.
Come on. Right, the eastern section of the Wansdyke, about 14k all in total, from Marlborough to Morgan's Hill, and this is probably one of the earliest ditches you're going to find. It's all gone to pot with, after being constructed in mainly about 500 AD. Yeah, 500 AD. Yeah, 500 AD or so. And why it was constructed, there's 3 main reasons why, and we'll get onto that in a bit. But some parts, the ramparts go to 14 metres high, and the ditch is about 8 metres deep. But that's further on, that's for tomorrow. But gives you an identification of what was built and how it was built. We can't get here with JCBs and do it. This would have been done with, shoulder blades of cows and things. Just like you in the foreground, if you're not careful, you'll end up. All right. Not quite 6'5", but he's pretty big. So how you feeling?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done a fair old chunk.
Yeah. I mean, I'll plot out how far we've come from Marlborough.
Yeah.
Because we're in Westwards now, and we've just got to go basically along the track.
Right.
For a few more miles, and that's it. Hopefully before dark.
Yeah.
And we can
set up before it gets
set up
too
camp.
Yeah. The legs are all right.
Yeah. You had some water?
Yes, I have. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Nice to have a sit down for a minute.
Yeah, and be out of that sun for a bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely better with the breeze.
So when's the last time you camped?
It's been a while. It's been a long time. Years. It's been, I would say, 15 years since I camped properly.
You'll sleep well tonight.
Yeah, I certainly will. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, got myself a block mattress for a little bit of luxury tonight rather than a roll mat.
You're not in the army now, you need a few home comforts to get you through the night. I'll talk for home comforts. Is that snackage I can see?
I knew we were coming out for a camp, so I had a look online and found some discounted. They're sold as camping meals.
Yeah.
They're very similar to
Rat Pack sort of things.
Rat Pack meals, yeah. An eBay special.
They look identical. They are Rat Pack meals, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are. They were sold as camping meals, but they're off eBay.
Right.
So
let's choose a sell-by date.
Right. So yeah. So I should have looked at this really before I bought them. So we've got a cereal bar, which is a little bit past its best. A cereal bar cookies and cream flavour, which is a lot past its best.
Well, this one's only 2018.
That might be the newest one. This one hasn't even got a date on it. That's how old it is. Peanut butter. So old, hasn't even got a date.
Bit of peanut butter on there will go down wonders. Right.
Let's have a look, shall we? and some very, very broken pretzels.
All we need now is a couple of pints of cider and a
cup of coffee. Oh, so what have we got here? 3 biscuits. For 5 years out of date, they're still pretty good. Can I interest you in some peanut butter on them?
I think they'll be rather superb.
You're not allergic to peanuts, are you?
No. I don't know what sort of peanut part of that is. Oh!
Oh!
It's like from a certain film.
I think you got all the juice, and there we go. It's a little bit thicker now. That's actually all right.
Shit, fuck. Yep, eBay always trusted.
Yeah.
You can always trust someone on eBay to sell you something.
So obviously, we'll take all our rubbish with us and leave no trace.
Okay, it's not the longest journey in the world. If you can hopefully sort of see on here, it should be roughly a journey of 7k to get us to the campsite tonight. And we're about where the big arrow is there. So about another 2 or 3 to go there. So we'll let's be on our way. Just stopped for a quick water break, and we've come across this area in the middle of the woods. So I think another day, another camp, another tent. This is lovely. Apart from the flies. So, right, time to crack on in a second. Not get bit too much by the mosquitoes. Right, see you in a bit. So we've come to the campsite for tonight. Can't show you too much because it's pretty dark inside. We're right at the edge of the woods. Jordan's, you can barely see there, but he's trying to pitch his tent, and I've got a hammock which we'll all have a look in the morning, and then time to get some noshing ourselves. Right, bit of moon there, crescent moon, and a bit of Jupiter. Lovely. So, tents up, hammocks up, all good. So what we got on the go is steak, cooking steak. And what are you cooking, Jordan?
Korean noodles.
Steak and Korean noodles on a nearly midsummer night. A day or two ago, wasn't it? Yeah. So there you go. So all looking good.
Stunning crescent moon.
Had to put up camp quite quickly in the dark, but it's all good. All good in the hood. Right, cut this short for a second and start thinking about dishing up. Jordan being my guest, gets served first, of course. When obviously he learns how to cook noodles, because they're a bit slow.
We forgot to put the lid on them.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute. So, bye. Steak, chocolate stout, Korean noodles on the Wansdyke. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers, Ralphie.
So it's been good. And now the time is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. So lots of steak was to be had, and some very fine beer as well. So, Mr. Clark, thank you very much. So, what am I doing today? I'm in my cheapy Aldi hammock, my cheapy Aldi sleeping bag. Very lightweight, because it should be relatively warm tonight. I know there's a bit of a breeze going on, but that should be okay. I've got my little Belgian filled jacket top to keep me warm, so I'm fine. And if need be, I can delve into my bag and pull out a jacket as well. And I've got my DPM bivvy bag if things go really sour, which they're not going to do. Right, so I'm going to listen to the radio, perhaps do a little bit of reading, and call it quits. So folks, here we go, halfway through our little walk along the Wansdyke, and we should see something better tomorrow, what the Wansdyke actually does look like. So that be it. So take care, folks, and see you on the flip side. Cheers. Okay, that's the morning done. Breakfast done. Morning stuff done. Yeah, great little place to find. Even though I didn't know it was here. Our original plan was to go somewhere over there somewhere, but it was so dark I couldn't find it in the pitch black. But this was a perfect spot. Cooked on there. I hammocked over there. Jordan slept in the tent over there. All good. All good indeed. Right, so now we're off. Second bit. Longer day today, but we've got all day to do it. We're not rushed for time, so come and join me and we'll show you some more of the Wansdyke. Cheers. So eventually we've come to the Wansdyke proper. When I show you on the map over there, it just follows the route up here. Okay, and then it comes down. This is where the earthen bank, you could sort of say. Now that's about 10-14 foot high over there. Ooh. And as you can sort of, you won't be able to see, but there's no bank on the side of it. Over there. So this is where the hard work starts. Climbing up onto the hills. We've had it easy so far. Right. Catch me.
Well, what's the time, mate?
What's the time?
Yeah.
It's coffee time.
It's a coffee break.
It's a coffee break.
Where'd
We're
you-
going to have a coffee break, and this coffee is sponsored by 999 Coffee.
999.
999 Coffee. Would you like one?
I would love one. I'd love a 999 coffee.
Well, I'll show you how we're going to get it done.
Fantastic.
Right.
Let's do it.
Hold your horses. Yep.
Is that a dark roast one, that one?
Yeah, I put the dark roast in that one.
It's nice. It's got a nice kind of richness about it, that dark roast.
A nice maximum caffeine. And you're off.
Let's get the old coffee on the brew.
Okay.
Stop.
Beauty.
Perfect. Do you want this one still?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, viewers. So here we are on the Wansdyke. We're pretty much halfway through our journey. We've got about 4 or 5 miles to go, and all's well with Creaky Bones, and this should be definitely sponsored by Synastogen or Saga today, let alone 999 coffee.
Worst stag do ever.
God, you are right there. So, the Wansdyke. Why is it the Wansdyke? So, people may think that it was created. There's 3 choices here going on. Created by the Romans on their departure in about 500 AD to stop those troublesome West Country tribes.
Bloody Bristolians.
Indeed, Bristolians, vanguard. So, because it's modelled on sort of an earthen bank in Ditchman Wall, which in other parts of the country. Some people think it was created by the Saxons themselves as a boundary marker against those troublesome western tribes.
Bloody Bristolians.
Indeed. So that's where it could get the name Wansdyke or Wansdyke. There's that. Some do believe it was created by the Romano Brits as a boundary marker between their land and how far the Saxons could go. And it may lead on to the Battle of Mount Baden, which is a determined site, which I have got something in mind for that, which they'll 12 in a big battle. They put the Saxons to flight, and no further incursions westward were noted by gravestones and sort of stuff, and place names, and so on and so forth. But that's on a different manner. Now, as you can sort of see, it's a pretty impressive piece of work. Like I sort of said, if you've got some very underfed Romano-British person having to dig this out, and this is all, you know, after 2,000 years or so, it's all filled in. You know how high it would have been, and it goes on for miles and miles and miles. It could even go as it would have been as far as Weston-super-Mare, Maze Knoll, that sort of distance there. So, but the stretch which we're walking is the eastern stretch, And that'll do us for now, I think, because nothing is as impressive as this piece of Wansdyke. It evolved just past Devizes onto the old Roman road, ADA4, Bath Road, London Road, whatever you want to call it. But nothing's as impressive as this. So, excellent job. Okay, we'll talk a bit more soon. Just enjoy the scenery. Skylarks. Okay, we've just exited Tan Hill. This is a quite impressive shot of the Wansdyke from up high. And you see Firs Hill right on the horizon next to the transmitter towers, and that's our destination. There's the Sher Hill Monument just peeping over the horizon over there. All is good. Right, let's get on it. The clever people amongst you will find out that the next footage looks a little bit different, and that's because I had to go back and refilm it because I lost it, and I had to make the film make sense. So I hope you bear with me, I hope you understand, and just see how it goes. Cheers then. Just crossing the road and up the Wansdyke, and that patch of greenery on the horizon, Firs Knoll. Particularly nice shot of the Wansdyke, and how they use the topography to maximise their sort of thing. You could sort of see in the distance the road, the little blips of cars. The route was for me and John to come up from there, and it just follows the Wansdyke all the way to here, down towards the transmitter towers behind me. Now these two transmitter towers, very prominent landmarks, and I'm glad they built them there, because just a hop, skip and a jump away is Firs Knoll. And there are some World War II relics in there, and they probably had some sort of transmitter tower. That would have been a damn shame if they had have knocked that thing down and put the transmitter tower there instead, but yeah, very good. Very good. Welcome proper to Firs Knoll. Now a long time ago, I bedded down here in my duck shoot bivvy. I think it's the first time I used it, and the night was going rather well. And then, about 10 o'clock at night, perhaps a bit later, just about down there's a parking area, and you can see the cars go to and from, no problem. And this car parked up, and then you can sort of see flashlights, torches, and someone walked along the path back up to here. me here, so I just kept quiet, bided my time, looked for a quick escape route perhaps, and thought nothing of it until you could hear some crashing and bashing just over there, and they decided to, these two lads tried to set fire to the woodland, as you do, but and they were there for about an hour, no sacrifices, no gunshots, no running up around here looking for something to murder. Yeah. I'll show you in the volcano area of Furznall forthwith. But saying that, I've been here quite a few times and the view is lovely. It's normally lovely and quiet, and I've walked through and stayed here for lots of times. It's lovely, very peaceful, at a good end when you walk the Wansdyke. You want to get your head down when there's not herds and herds of roaming big black cows to be very, very curious. So that'd be that. So I'll show you the volcano sort of, and I haven't got a clue why there's a massive hole in the middle of the hill. I haven't got a clue. Other things Furznall, it's just a promontory, you know, got no particular folklore about the place. Just on top there, and everyone knows where it is. Stands out like a sore thumb. Right, let's go and enjoy the view. Or from another angle, almost like Wiltshire's own Pompeii, Vesuvius, Mount Etna, whatever you want to call it. And apart from the cloud and the sun, just enjoy the silence. Lovely. Nettles. What are they good for? Look at those seeds. Very laden. If only someone could do a video on those seeds. Rather good board here. Go slow as I can, so if you want to read it you can. I'm actually on a place called Morgan's Hill, which I was going to talk about. And that's why. when you get to Morgan's Hill, you can see quite visibly where the terrace of the Wansdyke sort of peaks out, really, because we're going to be walking just along this hedgerow and down to a car park over there. Here's the car park, right at the end. No restrictions, so you could park your car here for 2 days, 3 days, while you do the Wansdyke. So again, I'll finish off this section of the Wansdyke again. I've done this bit quite a few times, and I've told you many times before. And my thoughts on the walk itself. Very, very hard going. I'll give myself, Jordan, a big slap on the back of the head, really, because it was really, really hot. And I think me and Jordan had a bit of heat exhaustion, sunstroke in the end, because for a few days afterwards we both had banging headaches, so you've got to be careful in the sun.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 cold drinks, please.
You kept your promise.
Worth waiting for. Well, stay still, stay still. That conducts the great Wansdyke experience for me and Jordan. You could say it's a rather hot one. What do you say?
It was very hot. Very
Yes.
hot, yeah. Too hot.
I might need to have a new pair of underpants, you know, because it's very hot indeed. Perhaps not the best idea to do it on one of the hottest days of the year, you know, but we did it. That's the main sort of thing. And the ordnance, one complaint, the ordnance survey map quoted everything in kilometres. Excellent, we can do that.
We can do that.
We can do that.
Except we couldn't do that.
Yeah, because it was all in miles. So the first day we did 6 miles, pretty much in the dark, right? And the second day we did about 12 miles.
Yeah.
12 miles before we ended up at the Copse, Furs Knoll. So that'd be that. Okay, right, for now, thank you for Jordan, thank you.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Ralph.
And thank you to my lovely wife, Jilly, for rescuing us from a very hot car park
Pleasure.
to take us to Marlborough to recreate Ice Cold and Alex with John Mills, not as Alec Guinness, as Jordan.
Yeah, it was 7 long miles discussing who was in this film.
And we were so knackered we couldn't get any of the people at all. Right, thanks for watching, just going out for a bit. I hope this is a bit different, and I hope you enjoyed it. Right, take it steady, all. Take care. Bye. You can say bye as well.
Bye.
Bye.